Hey guys, Brandon here. Just want to make a quick recap of today and show you guys how I did and what I was thinking, how I was trading, and hopefully get some improvement from this. So as you can see, I mean, today ended really flat. Definitely lost money because of commissions, but that's all right. It was my fault, but I'll get into that in a second. So let's take a look here at this first trade with MU. So as we can see, um, it really opened up. It was reaching higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. As it comes down right here, we finally make a new 5 minute low. So I'm thinking this could be a good time for a pullback right here. I shorted it a little bit above the new lows. As you can see, it squeezed me up because we're still making higher highs, which, I mean, as I look at the trade now, I probably should have waited to confirm that we're not going to make new highs, and then maybe get an exit or an entry on this side of the trade. But we shorted it. I mean, lost money right away, but that's okay. It was a pretty small size, so it wasn't detrimental to me at all. Keep going on here. I see that we're losing it. We crossed below VWAP. We finally find a little bottom here, and we found this level from the pre-market levels, and as you can see, we're sticking pretty close to that. So as we're making these higher highs on the 1 minute chart, higher lows, I finally took the trade on this candlestick. I knew that this wasn't probably the best trade, and this was going to be my stop, and then my profit target was hopefully up here at VWAP. But once we hit these levels, I saw that the price was kind of teetering off. But this was only through the 1 minute chart because I mean I really have a problem holding stocks longer than 1, 2, 3 minutes. But made a little bit there. Same thing over here. I thought, we couldn't reach new highs here. Maybe it's this time right here. Maybe we're gonna go up to VWAP. Saw that the price was really struggling, so that I just sold it again right away. And the same thing here. I thought, maybe it will go up this time. Which, looking back at this, I don't know why I was even trading this to the long side. I mean, everything's pointing downward. Maybe we get some new highs here, but we're always reaching new lows pretty much. I did think that this was kind of a like a support level down here on the 5 minute chart, just because we do have these long wicks right here at the support. So I thought maybe we could pop up to VWAP at finding some support there, but that was not the case, and I was lucky to sell this for a profit, that's for sure. This trade doesn't really count because it was in simulator, and this was after my psychology was kind of burnt out here a little bit, so I just took this trade. Went for me for a little bit, but it doesn't really count. So next we'll look at Twitter. Now this was a let's see here. This was just a big revenge trade that I did basically. This was right after I lost a bunch of money on AMD and lost all of my profits for today. So I saw that we were popping above the VWAP. I just wanted to get a solid move, so I went pretty heavy in the stock, and then just sold once we couldn't reach really new highs, and it just kept bouncing down from this level. Should have scaled out and held to this profit target level that I had, because my stop was going to be below VWAP. So I mean, and if I would have held it, it would have never hit my stop, because as you can see, we're making higher lows and higher highs here. So really, that was just me being, I mean, not disciplined enough and not following the rules, because this should have sold half my shares here for risk management, and then just kept it for break even or just to go higher, which I would have made more money. But I went, like I said, went pretty heavy, so I just wanted to capture some profits, because I was down at this point of the day. Next, it was only an $8 gain, really. So I was down previously, so this was just nice to get some dollars, I guess. And then next we'll go to AMD, which this is the one that really gave me the hard time here. As you can see, we've got the rebound happening with the market, and I thought that we got all these moving averages. They're finally starting to cross. They were they're sloping up here, so I thought that this would be a good time. I definitely bought it way too early at the high, and I ended up getting stopped out here just because, I don't really know what happened to this price. I think it was just because, maybe someone entered the order in wrong or whatnot, but I had immediately just panicked and covered it for a pretty large loss, and I lost all of the money that I made on my previous trades for that. And then it quickly rebounded back up to my price. So my original theory was right. I just got scared, and I mean that was way below any of the previous lows. So I mean, I had to cover because where would you cover if the thing kept going down? I'd be kicking myself if I didn't cover. So I mean, that's just risk management on my part, and I'm not happy that I covered, but um, it's just it's what you have to do. Sometimes you get stopped out, and this was just one bad order that totally screwed up the stock. And as you can see, it happened again here. So I don't really know what's going on with AMD. Nobody really does in the chat room. So whatever, just have to chalk that up. It's a Friday, coming out the day with very even, and probably didn't well, definitely paid money in commissions, but hey, that's okay. Just got to keep learning. So thanks guys, have a great weekend.